So, I got something kind of interesting for us to talk about today, Sarah. Something we all do every single day, but maybe we don't think about how we say it in English.
Ooh, okay, I'm intrigued. You've got my full attention. What is it?
All right, well, first, welcome everyone to Real World English. I'm Mike,
And I'm Sarah.
and today we are diving deep into the surprisingly complicated topic of asking for the bathroom.
Yes! Oh, I am so glad we're doing this. It sounds so simple, but it is one of the first, real world interactions learners have. And there is so much culture and politeness packed into it. It's fascinating.
Exactly. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those I never knew there was so much to it episodes. Okay, so let's start with the most basic question. Can't I just walk up to someone and say, "Where is the bathroom?" Is that actually wrong?
It's not wrong. People will understand you, but it's very direct, very blunt. We can definitely level it up to sound more natural, more polite.
Right. Okay, level it up. So where do we start?
Let's start with the word itself, bathroom. In the United States, bathroom is super common, especially in a house. You'd say, "May I use your bathroom?" to a friend. But in public spaces, like a restaurant, a museum, a shopping mall, the word you'll see on signs and hear most often is restroom.
Restroom. Okay, so that's a public versus private thing, kind of.
Kind of, yeah, it's a great way to think about it. And then if you pop over to Canada, you'll hear washroom a lot. It's used just like restroom is in the States.
Okay, so USA is restroom, Canada is washroom. What about the UK? I feel like they have a totally different word.
They do. You'll hear the toilet used much more commonly in a direct way, like, "Where's the toilet?" But the one that always stands out to Americans is the loo. It's very British.
The loo. I've heard that. So if I'm in London, is it weird to say bathroom?
They'll know what you mean, but loo or toilet will make you sound more like a local. Now, here's a really important cultural tip. In the US, asking for the toilet can sound a little jarring, a little too graphic maybe. We tend to prefer these euphemisms, these softer words like restroom or ladies' room or men's room.
That's so interesting. It's like we're talking around the subject.
Totally. We're talking about the room, not the main reason you're going into the room. It's just a little cultural quirk.
Got it. So rule one is know your location. Restroom in the US, washroom in Canada, loo in the UK.
Perfect. And when in doubt, restroom is probably the most universally understood and safe term for a public toilet.
Okay, so I've got my word. I'm in a cafe in Chicago, so I'm using restroom. You said asking where is it is too blunt. What's the next step?
The next step is the magic opener. It's "excuse me" or "pardon me." You almost have to start with that.
Excuse me. Okay, easy enough.
It shows you're respecting their time. So, "excuse me, where's the restroom?" is already a B plus. Much better.
A B plus. Okay, how do we get to an A plus?
We get to an A plus by using an indirect question. This is a huge, huge thing in English for politeness. It softens the request.
Indirect question. Explain that again.
Sure. So a direct question is a straight up question. Where is the restroom? An indirect question uses a phrase at the beginning to make it softer, like "could you tell me?" or "do you know?" And this is the important grammar part. It changes the word order of the second half.
Right. You said this before. This is the tricky part.
It is. So instead of "where is the restroom?" it becomes "could you tell me where the restroom is?" The verb is moves to the very end of the sentence.
Could you tell me where the restroom is? Okay. I need to practice that. It feels unnatural at first.
It totally does for learners. Let's try another one. "What time is it?" becomes
Uh, do you know what time it is?
exactly. You got it. So for the bathroom, you could say, "Do you know where the restroom is?" Or, "I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for the restroom."
Wow, that last one is really polite. I'm looking for the restroom. You're not even asking a question, you're just stating a fact.
Yep. It invites them to help you without making a direct demand. It's very, very common and sounds super natural.
Okay, this is great. So, what about a really common situation? I'm in a coffee shop and I think the bathroom might be locked. I see a keypad on the door. How do I ask for the code?
Oh, an excellent and very real scenario. This happens all the time. In this case, you've already found it, you just need access.
Right.
So you could go up to the counter and say, "Excuse me, could I get the code for the restroom, please?" The word please is extra important here.
Could I get the code for the restroom, please? Okay.
Or even more simply, "Sorry, what's the restroom code?" That's totally fine too. They'll probably just point to a sign or tell you the numbers. Often it's on your receipt, so that's the first place to look.
Ah, good tip. Look at the receipt. Now, what about understanding the directions when it's not so obvious?
Yes, the listening challenge. The key is to listen for the landmark words. They'll almost always give you a landmark.
A landmark? Like a statue?
Not usually a statue, more like it's past the escalators, or it's next to the customer service desk, or go all the way to the back and it's on your left. The landmark is escalators, customer service desk, the back.
Okay, so I listen for the direction, left, right, straight, and the landmark. That makes it easier to process.
It really does. It gives your brain something to focus on. And like we said, it is always okay to say, "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you say it again?" Politeness works both ways.
Okay, you know what would be helpful? Let's do a quick role play. You be the busy barista and I'll be the customer. First, I'll do the bad, blunt version.
I love it. Okay, I'm making coffee. I'm very busy. Go.
Bathroom?
Okay, stop. As the barista, I'd probably just point and say back.
See? Not very helpful. I get a one-word answer.
Exactly. The energy you give is the energy you get. Okay, now do the A+ version.
All right. Excuse me, sorry to bother you. I was just wondering if you could tell me where the restroom is?
Oh, of course. Just head straight to the back, past the pickup counter, and it'll be the door on your left. The code is 1234 if it's locked. Have a great day.
Wow, see? The difference is huge. I got a full, detailed, friendly answer.
It's all about that politeness and using those softer phrases. It just makes the whole interaction smoother for everyone.
This has been incredibly useful. So let's recap the big things. First, use the right local word, restroom, washroom, loo. Second, always start with excuse me. Third, try an indirect question to be extra polite, like, could you tell me where it is? And fourth, when you get the answer, listen for the directions and the landmarks.
That's a perfect summary. And my one last piece of advice is just to smile. A friendly expression can make up for any small grammar mistakes you might make. People respond really well to that.
Great advice. Well, that is all the time we have for today. Sarah, thank you so much. This was genuinely fascinating.
It was my pleasure, Mike.
And a huge thanks to all our listeners for tuning in to Real World English. For transcripts and more episodes, head over to our website. Until next time, keep on practicing.